All right, here we go. The engine safe start procedure. You check to make sure that the transmission is in neutral, that the air brake is engaged. You put your foot on the service brake, and then you turn the key to on and let the engine cycle. Point out the ABS light indicator that is working. Once it cycles, you may start the engine. At that point, you say the seat, the steering wheel, and the mirrors are adjusted to you. And you talk about your mirrors. Your flat mirror can see 200 feet or 4 bus lengths along the side of the bus, and the rear tires touching the ground. The convex mirrors, which would be the lower mirror right there beside the driver, you can see the entire side of the bus up to the mirror mounts, the front of the rear tires touching the ground. The crossover mirrors, you can see the left and right side front tires touching the ground and the area in front of the service door. And then you talk about your windshield. It is not cracked, it's clean and free of obstructions. Your windshield wipers and washer fluid work properly. The blades are in good condition and are secured to the arms. The fluid sprays on the windshield properly, and that the horn works properly. And then you're going to go into your indicator lights. Your headlights, make sure they are on. Your high beams, point out that you can see the high beam indicator on the dash. Your amber 4-way flashers, that you can see them there, there, and there. The same with your turn signals, do them individually. You can see it there, there, and there. The right turn signal, you can see it there, there, and there. And then your amber student warning lights. You can see it in the dash, you can see it in your mirrors, and you can see it up on the indicator above your head. Then you will turn on your stop arm and say that you can see it there, there, and there. At that point, you will cancel the stop arm, and then you will operate your service door to show that the door opens and closes freely and that the step well light indicator is working. And then you move into your heaters and your defrosters. I'm going to turn them on to show that they're working. And then you will move into your gauges. Your transmission gauge is within normal range. Your DEF has adequate level. Your water temperature is 170 to 210. Your oil pressure shows normal pressure. Your voltmeter shows 12 to 14 volts. And that both your air pressure gauges are showing 120 to 140. At that point, you continue to move to your right. You will put your foot on the service brake and shift through the transmission to show the transmission gear selector through. Go to reverse and then show him that your indicator lights are working up top. Make sure you point that out. Put it back in neutral. And then you talk about your parking brake test. At this point, you will put your foot on the service brake. You will put the bus in drive and apply the accelerator to 1500 RPMs. You feel for the bus to hold, and then you will do the same thing in reverse. And then you will talk about your service brake test. With your foot on the service brake, you will release your parking brake and pull forward at 5 miles an hour. You will apply the service brake and stop. Check to see that the bus does not pull to the left or the right. Put the bus back in neutral, pull the parking brake, turn to your inspector and say, "This is the end of my bus inspection."